Hello everyone. My name is Kelsey Dawn, and I felt like sharing with all of you a yoga practice today because, as we're moving through all of these many life experiences that are supporting us on our journey, and they're supporting us to evolve, and they're supporting us to grow. However, I understand how difficult many of these experiences can be, especially as we're beginning to let go of limitations, old beliefs and old stories that have been holding us back in a past way of thinking. Traumas and emotions that come to the surface can be very overwhelming. And a lot of the time when we get into that state of feeling really overwhelmed by our emotions, or we're feeling a lot of emotions, then we get into this idea of, we want to fix it. We want to make ourselves better, like for some, almost like feeling the emotions are wrong, or like what we're going through is wrong, or it's not happy, so I don't want to have to deal with these emotions. I don't want to have to go through it. Maybe, you just try to push them aside and not even look at them. There are many ways that we have coped in the past with how to deal with our emotions. I feel like many of us weren't trained and weren't taught how to live with our emotions, how to move through them, how to see them as a stepping stone in our evolution. So I invite you to get out of your head and into your body in this practice, because when we are caught up in our head, and so if we're flooded with a strong emotion, okay, what's happening physically, scientifically, our body is being flooded with all of these hormones. It's being flooded with cortisol and stress hormones and all these different things. And so the body and the mind are reacting to the flood of chemical reaction that's happening in your body. And if we go in that state trying to fix it or like heal it in that moment, or however you want to perceive it, what happens is we're stuck up in this memory bank, our minds, and our minds are the old stories, because our minds are memories. They're things from the past. They're not this present moment. They allow us to witness what's happening in this present moment, yes, and they support us to take action and all that kind of things. However, if we're caught up in our mind, then we're most likely like in that emotion being like, oh, this is horrible, and you're telling yourself the story of everything that happened that made you feel this way, or all the things in the past that have made you feel the way you're feeling right now, and and we can really get stuck in this place of victimhood and feeling like we're a victim, and I understand that. I've been there, I know, and I still go there sometimes. It happens. We're human, we're all human. And so what we really want to do in those moments of feeling those strong emotions is to drop out of our head and into our body, into our heart, and really feel into those emotions and allow the space and time needed to move through those emotions. So that might be a few minutes. If it's, like a new feeling and experience, that might be a few hours or a day or a week or a month. And whatever it may be, that's okay, because that's your process of moving through what is at the surface right now, moving through what is ready to be healed and ready to be seen. So today I'm offering this yoga practice for you to drop out of your head and into your body, and allow yourself to feel what you're going through. Allow yourself to meet you as you are right now, and honor yourself as you are right now. Okay, thank you so much for your unique place on this earth. Thank you so much for your unique essence and energy and who you are, because there's no one else like you out there. So please embrace your uniqueness, and I'm grateful for you. And sending you so much love and support along this journey. Okay. So we're going to drop in just first by getting comfortable in our seat. Comfortable in our seat means that our sit bones are rooted into the earth. You're pressing your sit bones into the earth. And as you press your sit bones down, you're lengthening your spine up towards the sky. So press the top of your skull towards the sky as you're pressing your sit bones into the earth. And feel how this elongates your spine and your torso as you root your sit bones down into the earth. Now I invite you to close your eyes. And become aware of your breath. And allow your breath to draw you into this present moment. With each exhale, you're dissolving away anything that came before this point, this moment. Each exhale is dissolving it away. Each exhale softening any stress or physical sensations. Each exhale softening any mental stress or thinking. Each exhale inviting you into this generous present moment. And I'm going to invite you into a gentle breath practice. I want you to bring the breath down from the crown of the head, so the top of the skull, through the center line of the body, out the base of the spine into the earth. So inhale down through the central channel. And as you exhale, draw the energy back up through the central energy channel. So it comes out the crown of your head. Inhale the breath all the way down. And when you make it down to the area between the genitals and the sit bones, soften that area. So relax and soften the perineum area. And as you exhale, it's a gentle pull upwards in that area, back up. Inhaling, the breath comes down through the central channel. And exhaling, it comes back up. Continuing with this breath practice. May you connect to your highest and best self. May you invite in your highest consciousness to shine a light on what feels like limitation, what feels like challenging, dissonant, in a way that is not of the thinking mind, in a way that is embracing this. Embracing this part of you as whole. Reminding you that these are parts of you too. And embracing them with compassion, with forgiveness, with self-love, with honoring exactly as you are and honoring this process in your journey. This is a moment of expansion. This is a moment of breakthrough. And feel how nurturing and supportive these experiences are, because they are teachings. They are supporting you to weave your golden threads into the very fabric of your being, for you to soar to new heights, for for you to embrace your authentic self completely and wholeheartedly. Limitations are a condition. They are a construct of the mind. They are an illusion. So when you are met with these limitations, may you drop back into your body, into your heart center, and embrace them as opportunity. Embrace them as a gift for your upgrade, for you to get to know yourself that much better. It is integral to your life to live your most authentic way, to live in the perspective of your own truth. What are your own personal needs to live this truth and speak your truth? Dissolving any judgments, self-judgments, or perceived judgments of others, for being able to speak your truth and live your truth. That is also a construct of the mind, a condition, and it's an illusion. So may you step into your power, empowering yourself by being courageous, by allowing yourself to really turn into the emotions that are surfacing, the limiting beliefs, the traumas, the wounds. Turn into them and love them. As a mother loves her child going through anything, may you show up for yourself in this way. I now invite you to connect to the base of your spine, the root chakra or root energy center here. And draw a column or roots coming down from your base of your spine, from your root chakra, down into the earth. Visualize or intend these roots moving down, 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 all the way down deep into Mother Earth, down, down, down. Feel them reaching all the way down and meeting her central core. The iron in her core resonating with the iron in her blood. Feeling her frequency and training and resonating with her. Feeling her support, the way she grounds you and balances you. Thanking her for being such a wise teacher, for showing us that we can make it through anything, just as she perseveres and continues to evolve and grow, continue life, the cycles of life. Thank you, Mother Earth. And I now invite you to connect to the crown of your head, the top of your skull, and open your soul star portal here. I invite you to open up this portal above your crown of your head and into the crown of your head. And call in the white light of divine love and protection, and feel this love pouring down from our central sun. This illuminating light coming down like a column or pillar of light down from our central sun through the crown of your head, through the third eye, the throat chakra, the heart, the core, the sacral, the womb space, the center of the pelvis, the base of the spine, and into the earth. And as this column of light and pillar of light is coming down, it's connecting you with your highest of frequency, those light codes and high frequency vibrations vibrating you at your highest and best. So it's cleansing and clearing each of these energy centers from anything that came up from this past week, month, or years. Anything that's at the surface right now and is being seen. Cleansing and clearing. Now visualize this column of light expanding out to the rest of your body, illuminating and activating every single cell in your body as healthy and well. Every single cell in your body is illuminated and resonating at your highest frequency. And then expand this light out into your auric field. So visualizing you encapsulated in a sphere of energy. You're encircled in a sphere of white light, love, and protection, or golden light, however you may see this light. And see this cleansing and clearing energy from the central sun cleanse and clear out your entire auric field, meeting this sphere here. And then press it through the sphere, offering it out to the universe, to the earth, transmuted in divine love frequency, offering it back as love. Before we move into some movement here, I now ask you to create a sun Culpa. It's an intention for your practice. So what is an intention that you want to weave into your body? Weave in from the light of your consciousness. So an intention coming from the center of your heart, coming from this pure, unconditional love, intelligence, from universal intelligence. Invite that intention in now. Even if the intention doesn't show up in words or pictures and it's just a feeling, invite it down through each of the energy centers, moving it up and down the central energy channel, connecting you with your human form and with all that is. Thank you for the power of your intention. Okay, and now we're going to move into some practice. So please place your hands on your knees, and we're going to begin with gentle hip circles. You can keep your eyes closed here and keep with an inward gaze. Inhale, the heart shines forward. On the exhale, tilt the pelvis and torso to the right, round the spine back, belly button to spine, and then tilt the torso in the opposite direction till the heart comes forward and the belly softens again. Exhale, belly button to spine. Inhale, belly softens. Release the diaphragm away from the lungs. Exhale to rotate back. And here right away you begin to move with intention. So what is the pace that is true and right for your body right now? How slow or fast do you want to move in these circles as we open up the pelvis and the hips? Allow your neck and head to move along with your circles. So allow it to move freely, please. Maybe even as you exhale, letting out some nice juicy sighs. Can also really help release the tension in the jaw and the pelvis by humming and sighing. Take 3 more circles or cycles of breath in this direction. Inhaling to come forward, the lungs fill fully. Exhale, belly button to spine, spine rounds back. So finishing the circle that you're in, once that's complete, pause in the center, and then we're going to move in the opposite direction. Inhale, heart shines forward. Exhale, tilt the torso to one side, spine rounds back, belly button to spine. Inhale to come forward. Exhale to round back. Again, tuning in with what's right for you right now. When we slow down these movements and we move with intention, we get to really see what we need in this very moment. So maybe it's not to do circles. Maybe you feel like pausing on one side of your hip or the other and taking full cycles of breath into that side of the body. Maybe it's to make the circles a lot smaller than you think, or a lot bigger. We are waking up the Kundalini energy, the prana, the life force energy residing at the base of the spine, and we're inviting it upwards. So we're spiraling the energy up through each of our energy centers, each of our chakras. Up, 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 all the way up, meaning every single one, energizing each one. Connecting us now with this now moment and honoring exactly what's coming up with love and compassion. Finish the circle or cycle that you're in. Pause in the center. Now place your fingertips in front of your shins. Press into the sit bones, root those sit bones down, lift the torso up with the pelvis, and walk your fingertips forward. When your pelvis naturally stops, pause there. Then tuck your chin, round your heart forward, and bow towards the earth. Send the breath into the backside of the body here. So begin with just above the sacrum, the triangular bone at the base of your spine. Send the breath into that area. Bring the nice, most fullest breath into that area. And exhale through the mouth. And then move up the backside of your body. Each breath getting up higher in the back. Now meeting your lungs and your rib cage. Take the most deepest and fullest breath and fill out every little crevice, every little corner of your lungs and your rib cage now. Exhale, releasing it out of your mouth. Take a nice deep breath into the lungs again, really filling up every little corner, getting up every little space so you can get out any stagnant breath or energy that resides in the back body and the lungs now. And exhale it out the mouth. Continuing to move up the back of the body to between the shoulder blades, the upper thoracic spine, the back of the heart. Another breath in there. Making your way now up into the back of your neck. Take a nice deep full breath into your neck. One more there now as you inhale into the neck. Exhale, really relax the shoulders and the jaw. Next 3 cycles of breath, I want you to bring them into the head, into the skull, into your third eye. Inhale. Hold there for 3 cycles of breath. And then exhale out the mouth. 2 more cycles of breath like that. Inhale all the way up through the central channel, into the crown, into the third eye. Filling up the skull. Hold for 3 cycles of breath. And exhale the mouth. One more time. Inhale. And exhale, release it, go. Now, slowly with control, make your way back up to a seated position where the spine is erect, bringing your head and chin up very last. You may feel quite lightheaded here from this breath practice, so place your hands on the earth beside your hips, close your eyes, and take 2 cycles of breath. We're going to move into some side stretches now. Inhale, lift your right arm towards the sky. Draw your right shoulder blade down your back body. Exhale, tilt over towards your left hip. Both sit bones are rooted into the earth here, especially your right sit bone. With your right arm lifted, press your right sit bone into the earth. Lengthen the right side of your torso up and out of the pelvis. Check in with your shoulder blade, draw it down your back body. Option to gaze up towards the sky. Now send the breath into this side of the body. Fill out every little crevice of this side of the rib cage and the lungs with fresh, clean oxygen, fresh, clean air. Just so nurturing. Exhale, release it out. One more cycle of breath here. Exhale, release it out. On your next inhale, lift the arm to the sky. Exhale, place the right hand to the earth. Inhale, lift the left arm to the sky. Draw the left shoulder blade down the back. Engage your core. Lift the torso up out of the pelvis and fold over to your right now. This time focusing on the left sit bone, the left arm's lifted, so you're pressing the left sit bone into the earth. Draw the left shoulder blade down the back. Option to look at the sky. Inhale into the left side body, nurturing it with fresh, clean air. Oh, it feels so good to fill out the side of the body with fresh, clean oxygen. Loving our cells, the mitochondria, loving this fresh, clean oxygen. It keeps our cells healthy and young and producing and healing. Our bodies know exactly how to heal ourselves. So let's get out of our minds and drop into our bodies so we're into that natural state of healing, moving through our natural abilities. On an inhale, lift that arm. Exhale, bring the left arm to the earth. Inhale, lift the right arm up. Exhale, over. And we're going to move from side to side. Inhale, up. Exhale, left arm open, over. Sweeping side to side. Inhale, up. Exhale, over. Inhale, up. Exhale, over. What do you feel like as you're moving and sweeping from side to side? I tend to think about being seaweed in the ocean and sweeping side to side with the ocean waves. Remembering that I am the whole ocean. I'm not just this wave that I may be feeling right now, this wave of emotion that's sweeping over me. I am the whole ocean. So feeling this energy of the water just sweeping side to side. Or what is it for you? Maybe you feel like you're a sweet bush sweeping through the wind, back and forth. All right, even that out from side to side. And then we're going to move into our little seated twist. Inhale, lift the arms to the sky. Draw the shoulder blades down the back body. Exhale, bring your left hand to your right knee. Bring your right hand behind your right hip. Now root down those sit bones again. Engage your core. Draw the front lower ribs towards your spine. Inhale, lift the torso up out of the pelvis. And then on the exhale, begin to twist to the right. So the lower ribs twist first. The upper ribs, shoulder, head, and gaze comes last. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale to twist. 3 cycles of breath here. Thanking the organs on this side of the body as we hold them in this gentle, loving embrace, hugging them in, supporting them to flush what no longer serves us as we release this twist. Take a nice deep inhale, release the twist, allow it to flush the body out, releasing what no longer serves you. Inhale, arms up back to the sky, shoulder blades down the back body. Exhale, right hand, left knee, left hand behind the left hip. Engage your core. Lift the torso up out of the pelvis. Exhale, begin the twist. Lower ribs first, upper ribs, chest, shoulders, head, gaze comes very last. Inhale, root those sit bones down. Engage your core, lengthen the spine. Exhale, twist. Inhales to lengthen and exhales to twist. Gentle twist to begin with. We're hugging the organs on this side of the body now. Nurturing them with our love and support and our gratitude for continuing to function when we don't even think about it. Thank you, organs, for us not even having to think of you, just honor you and love you as you are. Thank you for your unique purpose and the way you support us to live and thrive in these healthy bodies. Thank you. On your next inhale, release it out, inviting that flush in the system, and just shake the shoulders from side to side. Oh, shake it out, shake, shake, shake your body out, shake it all the time. And you know, we can step into those childlike states. It's so fun to bring in a giddiness and a joy and a playfulness to whatever practice, whatever we're doing throughout the day. May we invite in that childlike wonder and curiosity and fun and playfulness. Okay, moving on. Please come to your hands and your knees. So when we're on our hands and our knees, our hands are underneath our shoulders. Step back so you can see me a bit more. Okay, our hands are underneath our shoulders. Our fingers are spread wide. Our knees are underneath our hips. And we're pressing into all four corners of the palm. So the index finger, the pinky side mound, the two sides of the palm of the heel. So we especially want to focus on pressing into that index finger mound and the thumb mound. That's what I'm talking about when I say index finger mound and thumb mound, is this mound and this mound here, okay? So please press all four corners of the palm into the earth. We're going to move into cat-cow. So inhale, allow the belly button to drop towards the earth and the tailbone to move towards the sky. Our gaze comes up gently. On the exhale, press into the hand, round the tailbone towards the earth and round the spine. So belly button to spine here, let the neck and head go. Inhale to let the belly button drop towards the earth, tailbone towards the sky, gaze comes up. Just gently gaze up. Please don't crook the neck so back, your neck so back that you're pinching your neck. You want to have a nice long lengthened neck here. Exhale, press into your hands, belly button to spine, round the back. Now just weave back and forth through this cat-cow postures, weaving the spinal cord through the spinal column and noticing how that just lubricates, this crystalline lubrication, this frequency, this crystalline body that we are living in, that we are part of. Just nurturing every energy center, every part of our spine and our spinal column. And as we weave these back and forth, we can hear the sound of our breath sweeping along the back of the throat. So tune into the tone of your breath as it sweeps along the back of your throat here. This posture and breath practice is incredibly supportive to calm your nervous system. It's amazing to start your day with and to end your day with. Maybe even do in the middle of the day if you're feeling like the energy stuck and you're feeling stressed. Even this breath, even if you don't come to cat-cow, listening to this ocean sounding breath as it sweeps along the back of your throat, and you're listening to your own unique tune, your own unique tone. That's you, and it's beautiful. All right, finish the cycle of the breath that you're in right now of cat-cow, and then make your way back up to tabletop. So now here we are in tabletop. I want you to gaze down at the floor. You're pressing through all four corners of the hand. Draw your belly button to spine. Now on your next inhale, fill out the space between the shoulder blades and the back of the heart. So the back body is nice and full here. On an exhale, draw the shoulder blades down the back body and lengthen the side of the neck long. This is the structure we want to keep in the body as we move through the different postures, okay? Nice and full in the back of the heart here. We're going to move into a thoracic twist now. So on an inhale, lift the left arm to the sky. Exhale, sweep the left arm underneath the right arm, bringing the left temple to the earth. Now this right hand you can use either as a kickstand. You can use it here to support you in this posture, or if you want to have a deeper opening in the shoulder, in the chest, you can inhale, lift the right arm to the sky, palm faces the sky. Exhale, lift, rest the back of the hand on the small of your back. Whatever your position is perfect for your body, so thank you for choosing what's right in your body right now. Now send the breath into the back of the heart.
send the breath into the thoracic spine and feel as each inhale meets that part of the body, it's creating so much spaciousness. It's invigorating this part of your body and waking it up to receiving all the love that there is. Receiving the love for yourself. Creating so much space for the energy to move freely through your body. To release any feelings of the weight of the world. Each exhale creates space and dissolves what no longer serves you. On your next exhale, if your hand is up, please place it back onto the earth. On an inhale, sweep the left arm to the sky. Exhale, bring the left hand back under the left shoulder. Inhale, lift the right arm to the sky. Now sweep the right arm underneath the left arm, right temple to the earth. Left hand as a kickstand here, or option to bring it to the small of your back. So palm faces the sky if the hand is on the lower back. Again, sending the breath into the back of the spine, the thoracic spine, into the back of the heart here. Creating so much space and love on this side. Such a deep opening of receptive energy, of receiving. I call unconditional love to you now. I call unconditional love to all of you now, and I call unconditional love to myself now. And I visualize and intend unconditional love coming in from all directions, pouring into this heart space, into your heart space. With every inhale, you can feel that unconditional love pouring in and welling the space. Every exhale, you're offering gratitude back for this unconditional love frequency that you are. Oh, taking 2 more cycles of breath on this side of the body. On your next exhale, release the left hand to the earth if it's on your lower back. On the inhale, sweep the right arm to the sky. On the exhale, place the right arm underneath the right shoulder. So here we are again in tabletop. And we're going to move into downward facing dog now. So fill up the back of your heart, draw your belly button to spine, and press in all 4 corners into your hands. So especially press into that big thing, the index finger mound and the thumb mound now. Tuck your toes under. Take a nice deep inhale, nice full inhale. On the exhale, press into your hands and send your hips high, high, high to the sky. Send your hips super high to the sky and then press your heels down and back. Press the heels down and back. So here we are. Now bend through one knee and then the other knee. Bending back and forth, walking out the hamstrings. Bringing a little bit more heat to the practice. Keep pushing through those index fingers and thumb mounds, please. This supports your wrists, supports the foundation in your hands and your body when your hands are on the earth. Protects your shoulders. It's a very incredible opportunity for your body to move into alignment. Maybe come up onto your toes and back down for a few times. I know my feet and ankles really appreciate and love that. And then pause in the downward facing dog here. So your feet are hip width apart and parallel. You're pressing in through all 4 corners of your hand. Your belly button is drawn towards your spine. And your front lower ribs are drawn towards the spine as well. Now bring your focus into your shoulder blades. And on your next exhale, draw your shoulder blades down your back body. And you'll see how your ears move away from your shoulders. You'll feel how your ears move away from your shoulders. We want to keep that nice long length in the neck and opening in the upper body. On your next inhale, look forward. On the exhale, step to the top of your mat. Inhale, lift up halfway, bringing your hands onto your shins. So your hands are onto your shins here, your belly button's to spine, you're lengthening through the spine, shoulder blades are down the back. Exhale, bend the knees deeply, fold forward over your thighs and let your head and neck go. Inhale, lift up halfway, lengthening through the spine, belly button to spine. Exhale, fold forward over your thighs, bend deeply through the knees, let the neck go. One more time, inhale, lift up halfway. Lengthen through the spine, shoulder blades down the back. Exhale, fold forward, let the neck go. On the next exhale, press into your feet and engage your legs as you move up and roll up vertebra by vertebra. So we're making our way to standing, but we're moving super slowly. And we're stacking one vertebra on top of the other, creating the most immaculate and beautiful, thriving, healthy spines. When you make your way all the way to the top, roll the shoulders on the back for a few cycles. Oh, that feels so good. Okay, feet are hip width apart and parallel. Inhale, sweep your arms to the sky. Exhale to fold forward. Inhale to lift up halfway. Exhale, place your hands well. Step back, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your right foot to the sky. Exhale, place your right foot beside your right thumb. Now lower your back knee to the earth. If you have a sensitive knee, you could fold over your mat to tuck it underneath your knee. You can put a cushion, a blanket, anything there to support your knee and cushion your knee, okay? So please protect your knee if that is something that's showing up for you. Inhale, lift the arms to the sky. Square the hips with the front edge of the mat. So we bring the right hip back, left hip forward. So our hip bones are parallel with the front edge of our mat. Draw your shoulder blades down your back body. Turn your pinky fingers in. 2 more cycles of breath here. On your next exhale, frame your front foot with your hands. Lift off the back knee and step back into downward facing dog. We're going to do the same thing now, opposite side. Inhale, lift the left foot to the sky. Exhale, place the left foot beside the left thumb. Lower the back knee to the earth, taking cushion if you need it. Inhale, arms up. Square the hips, so draw the thigh bones into the pelvis. Lower the shoulder blades down the back. 3 cycles of breath here. On your next exhale, frame your front foot, lift off the back knee, step back into a plank posture. So in plank posture, you're pressing through all 4 corners of the back of the feet and through the crown of the head at the same time. You're looking at the floor, your core is engaged. Take a nice deep inhale here. Now exhale, lower the knees to the earth. Now the chest to the earth, keeping your elbows tight towards your torso. Your elbows move back and your shoulders stay above your elbows. Untuck the toes. Press all 10 toenails into the mat. Inhale, roll the shoulders up and then down the back body for Cobra. Exhale to release the chest back down. Press into your hands, come onto your knees. Tuck the toes under, send your hips to the sky for downward facing dog. Inhale to look forward. Exhale to step to the top of your mat. Inhale to lift halfway. Exhale to fold forward. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale to lift halfway. Exhale to step back, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift the right foot to the sky. Exhale, place the right foot beside the right thumb. Stay high on the back toes this time. We're moving into a high lunge. Inhale, arms up. First thing, we square our hips with the front edge of the mat. Now press into your feet, engage your core, lift the torso up out of the pelvis, and bend more deeply through the front knee. There we go. Take 2 more cycles of breath here. Check with your shoulder blades. Glide those shoulder blades down the back body.
We're bringing in the heat now to warm up the body and really get the energy moving through. Inhale. Exhale to frame the front foot. Step back, downward facing dog. We're going to do the same thing, opposite side. Inhale, lift the left foot to the sky. Exhale, place the left foot beside the left thumb, high on the back toes. Inhale, arms rise. Square the hips. Shoulder blades down the back. Engage the core, lift the torso up out of the pelvis. Exhale, see if there's more bend in that front knee for you. You get to choose how deep you want to be in the pose. First, start with the alignment principles, and then you can choose the depth of the pose and how fiery you want to be. How much of a workout you want it to be, I guess, or how much heat you want to build in your practice. 2 more cycles of breath. On the next exhale, frame the front foot, step back, plank pose. Moving into Cobra, inhale. Exhale, lower the knees. Elbows stay tight to the torso. Untuck those toes. Press all 10 toenails into the mat so the knees lift off the floor and the legs are engaged. Inhale, roll the shoulders forward, up and back. Cobra. Exhale to press back, downward facing dog. Take 2 cycles of breath here, 1 out of the mouth. On an inhale, look forward. On the exhale, step to the front of your mat. Inhale to lift halfway. Exhale to fold forward. Inhale, strong legs, rooted feet as you lift all the way up. Exhale, hands down through heart center. Inhale, arms to the sky. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, step back, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your right foot to the sky. Exhale, place your right foot beside the right thumb. Turn the back foot so it's 45 degrees out to the left. So your left toes are pointing towards the top left corner of your mat. Press into your feet, engage your legs, inhale, lift up. So here we are, warrior 1. Turn the hips so they face or in parallel with the front edge of the mat. If you feel like with your back foot rooted in this position that you aren't able, don't have that space in the hips right now to turn your hips to face the front edge of the mat, that's totally okay. That's where your body is right now. That's awesome. So just place your foot a little bit further, step out to the left, and then you'll have a lot more space for your hips to rotate and face the front edge of your mat. So whatever the space is that you need, honor that. Arms rise to the sky. Engage the legs by pressing into the feet. Engage the core, lift the torso out of the pelvis. Exhale, see if there's more bend in that front knee for you. Check in with the jaw. Is there any tension building up there? Release the jaw. Last cycle of breath. On your next exhale, frame the front foot, step back, downward facing dog. We're going to do the same thing, opposite side. Inhale, lift the left foot to the sky. Exhale, place the left foot beside the left thumb. Turn the back toes out 45. Inhale, rise up. So place the back foot where you need it so you have the most space in your hips and you're able to have the hip bones parallel with the front edge. Now press into your feet, engage those legs. Engage the core. Lift the torso up of the pelvis, and then exhale, bend more deeply through that front knee. Whatever's available in your body is fantastic. Honoring you as you are right now. You are beautiful. You are whole. All parts of you, all of these experiences of you are what make you whole, make you human. Thank you for being you. On your next exhale, frame your front foot, step back, plank pose. Inhale. Exhale, lower the knees, then the chest, elbows tight to the torso. Untuck your toes, press all 10 toenails into the mat. Inhale, roll up, Cobra.
Exhale to press back, downward facing dog. Inhale to look forward. Exhale to step to the top of your mat. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale to fold forward. Root down onto your feet as you inhale, rise up. Exhale, hands down to heart center. Take a moment to close your eyes. Pause, breathe and notice. Witness how the energy is buzzing in the body. How you can feel movement. Maybe it feels electric. Maybe your heart is pounding. Or getting out of the head and into the body. Honoring what is. And moving with it. We're going to keep the energy moving. When we stop and try to grasp onto these old stories and perspectives, these old beliefs, these mind limitations, these illusions really, they can make us feel like we're stuck. And can build up energy around it when we are naturally energetic beings that the energy is consistently moving, constantly moving, giving and receiving. These are the natural laws of the universe to live in reciprocity, to live in right relationship with ourselves, with all our relations, with the earth. So allow that energy to move through you. Let go. Stop holding on to the old stories, the stories you're telling yourself around limitations, around experiences and past traumas. And allow it to move freely like it's meant to move through you, to pass through you as an awakening to your highest and best self. Right, gently blink open your eyes. Inhale, arms to the sky. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, step back, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift the right foot to the sky. Exhale, place the right foot beside the right thumb. Now bring your right hand on the inside of your right foot and walk your right foot to the edge of your right mat. Option to keep the back leg lifted, or you can bring the back knee to the earth here, your preference. Either way, the spine is long. The belly button is to spine. Shoulder blades are down the back body, ears away from the shoulders. Inhale. Exhale, bend through the elbows and bring your chest towards the earth. So maybe you can bring your forearms all the way down onto the earth. Maybe you're just bending through the elbows. Maybe you have a block or a prop at home that you want to bring your forearms down onto the block here. However deep you go in the pose is up to you and what feels right in your body today. The main thing is we want our knee is over our front right ankle. And our right knee is drawn into our center line, to our core. So watch for the knee splitting out to the side right now. We want the knee in to the core, in towards our torso. 3 more cycles of breath here. Once those 3 cycles of breath are complete, if you're on a block, please come off of it. Place your hands underneath your shoulders. If your back knee is lifted, now lower your back knee onto the earth. Step your left hand out and fingertips to the left. Step your right foot out and then come onto the blade of your right foot. So now your right knee is opening to the side and you're on the blade of your right foot. Next step is to bring your left heel into your sit bone. Left heel into the sit bone. Inhale, sweep the right arm up in front of you, up and back to reach your back foot. If you are unable to get your back foot, draw your thigh bones into your hips more so your seat moves back and maybe you can reach your foot there. Or if you have a strap or a house coat string at home, you can also wrap that around your foot. So your preference.
3 more cycles of breath, really sending the breath into this opening, into the thigh here, into this hip, the side body. Once that's complete, 3 cycles of breath are complete, release your back foot. Allow that back foot to come back to the earth. Place your right hand underneath your shoulder and step your right foot back. Downward facing dog. Press back, downward facing dog. Now we're going to do the same thing, opposite side. Inhale, lift the left foot to the sky. Exhale, place the left foot beside the left thumb. Now walk the left foot to the edge of your mat. Your left hand is now inside of your left foot. Option to lower the back knee to the earth or keep it raised, your preference. On your next exhale, bend through the elbows, lower the chest towards the earth. Lengthen through the spine, draw the belly button to spine. Always option to bring a block or a prop in here. Remembering that the left knee is over the left ankle and the left thigh is hugging into the torso. 3 more cycles of breath. Once those 3 cycles of breath are complete, release the back knee to the earth. Make your way to your elbows are lengthened again. Your hands are planted well on the earth. If your back knee isn't on the earth, please place it on the earth now. Then turn your right fingertips out to the right. Turn your left toes out to the left. Come onto the blade of your left foot. Then inhale, and then bring your right heel into the sit bone. Which way do I need to move so you can see it? Can you see it? There it is back there. Bring your right heel into the sit bone. Then inhale, sweep the left arm up and back to grab your back foot. Again, always welcome to use a housecoat string or a strap if you have one at home. Another option is you can, if you do have a block or a prop at home, you can bring your right hand, so your planted hand, onto a block to rise you up, to give you more space to grab that back foot. 2 more cycles of breath here. Once that's complete, release the back foot to the earth. Bring the left hand to the floor. Send the left foot to meet the right foot. Step back, downward facing dog. Inhale to come forward into plank. Exhale to lower the knees, then the chest to the floor, elbows tight to the torso. And this time we're going to do wide-armed cobra. So we're going to bring our fingertips to the edges of our mat, and we're going to tent our fingertips on the floor like this. Our elbows are underneath our wrists. Press into all 10 toes so your knees are lifted off the mat. And then on your next inhale, sweep the shoulders up and then down the back, peeling the chest off the floor. Core is strongly engaged here to protect your lower back. Your legs are strongly engaged here to also to protect your back. So pressing into your feet, into your legs engaged. 1 more cycle of breath. On an exhale, release your chest to the floor. Place your hands beside your chest and then press back to downward facing dog. Inhale to look forward. Exhale to step or hop to the front of your mat. Inhale to lift halfway. Exhale to fold forward. Ground down through the feet and inhale, rise up. Exhale, hands down through heart center. We're going to move into a balancing posture now called tree pose. Place your hands on your hips. Pour all the weight into your left foot. Bend through the right knee and bring the sole of the right foot into the in-hand seam of the left leg. So your right toes are on the floor. This is option number 1 here to support with balance. Option 2, to give yourself a little bit more practice with your balance, is to bring the foot on the inside of the shin. So you're pressing your foot into your leg and your leg into your foot. This is option 2. Option 3 is to press your foot into your thigh and your thigh into your foot. Keeping a gentle bend in the standing leg, you're pressing through all 4 corners of the standing foot. It's okay if you wobble from side to side and you need to come in and out of the pose. You're reprogramming your body to work with your intention. And think about a tree, you know? It's always so rooted and grounded and standing so powerful and strong, yet it sways in the wind, right? So stable, yet is able to move with the wind. So allow yourself to do that as well. Place your hands at heart center as the next option. And then for a final option, you can bring your arms up to the sky for full tree pose. If your arms are up, please glide your shoulder blades down your back body. Lengthen the top of your head towards the sky. Here for 3 more cycles of breath. On your next exhale, bring your hands down through heart center if they are raised. Bring your knee to the front, release your foot and release it out. Shake it out. And now we're gonna do the same thing, opposite side. Place your hands on your hips. Pour all of your weight into your right leg, this time coming on the toes of your left foot. Option 1 is to have the toes on the ground with the sole of your feet into the inseam of the right pant leg. Option 2 is to bring it into the inside of the calf, pressing leg into foot, foot into leg. Option 3 is to bring it into the thigh, pressing the thigh into the foot and the foot into the thigh. Again, keeping a gentle bend in that front knee. And why I also like to keep a gentle bend in the front knee is because if my leg is locked, it feels a lot more tippy, like it's easier for me to fall over, but I have this gentle bend, it's like spring loaded. I can catch myself, you know? Woo! All right, tree pose. Another option is to bring your hand to heart center or up into full tree. Please bring your shoulder blades down your back if you're up in full tree. Now I invite you to visualize and imagine your favorite tree in the forest or along a walk that you go down. Maybe it's by the river or the ocean. Maybe it's in the center of a meadow. Tap into that energy of being near that tree, how it feels, the way it smells, the air on your face, your skin. Two more cycles of breath here. Once that's complete, bring your hands down through heart center if they were raised. Please bring your knee to the front, release your foot, and let it go. Shake it all out. All right, make your way to the top of your mat. Feet are hip width apart and parallel. Moving on. Inhale, arms up. Exhale to fold forward. Inhale to lift halfway. Exhale to step back, downward facing dog. Inhale, right foot to the sky. Exhale, place your right foot in the center of your hands. Now it's between the front hands. You turn the back foot so it's parallel with the short edge. So now you have heel to arch alignment. If you were to draw a line from your heel to the back arch of your back foot, it will be in the center of your arch. Press into all 4 corners of both feet. Strong legs as you inhale, windmill arms parallel with the earth. Gaze is over the front middle fingers. Press into those feet, engage those legs. Now engage the core, lift the torso up out of the pelvis, and bend more deeply through the front knee. Draw the shoulder blades down the back and reach the fingertips away from one another. Really feel the lengthening in the arms. I feel this a lot in my forearms. I used to feel it a lot in my shoulders, like my shoulders would burn a lot. But like anything else, we build up stamina. We build up those muscles. And it's the same thing when we're reprogramming and rewiring our body to work with a program that we choose instead of an old program that we were conditioned to. So we get to choose now what is right for us in this reality, in this moment. We get to choose that that's an old story and is no longer serving us. Thank you for your teachings. I honor you. Thank you for your lessons. I appreciate you. But I'm awesome.
I am worthy of love, of health, of success, of prosperity. All of those things are available to you, are part of your abilities. All right, lengthen through the front leg. Move this way so you can see. So lengthen through the front leg now, but please watch for locking the knee. No locking the knee, keep a gentle bend there. Send the left hip back, right hand reaches forward, and then right hand reaches towards the earth, left hand towards the sky. So this is triangle pose, Trichanasana. We're pressing through all four corners of our both feet. We're starting with our foundation. So press into those feet. Feel that strengthen your legs, start to lengthen your torso. Engage your core and lift your torso even more up out of your pelvis. Glide those shoulders blades down your back. Option to gaze right out in front of you like I am now, or you can turn your gaze to the sky, or if that feels too much in your neck today, you can look at the floor. We want to be like we're in two panes of glass. So see how flush I am on either side here? Watch for the left hip turning forward at all. If the left hip is reaching forward towards your mat, and we want it to stack over the right hip. So left hip is stacked over the right hip. And if it is starting to do this twist like this, that means you need to come up higher in the pose. So just bring your arm up higher on your leg and have your hips stacked one on top of the other. Last cycle of breath here, nice work. On your next exhale, bend through the front knee. Bring your right forearm to the right thigh. And sweep your left arm above your left ear. So it's like a beautiful sun ray coming all the way from your left heel up above your head, reaching above your crown. Just this nice, beautiful long line from all along the left side of your body. This beautiful opening, this beautiful invitation. If you'd like to be deeper in the pose here, you're always welcome to bring your hand down onto the floor in the front of your foot or behind your foot, your preference. Or you can always bring your hand also onto a prop if you do have a prop with you at home. 2 more cycles of breath here. Pressing especially into the heel mound of the front foot. Inhale, sweep the arms back parallel with the earth. Exhale, windmill the hands either side of the front foot. Pivot on the back foot, step back, downward facing dog. Take a nice deep inhale. Exhale, mouth. One more time, inhale. Exhale, mouth. We're going to do the same thing now, opposite side. Inhale, lift the left foot to the sky. Exhale, place the left foot in the center of the hands. Pivot the back foot so it's parallel with the short edge. Strong feet as you lift up, arms parallel with the earth. Gaze is over the front middle finger. The left knee is over the front, over the left ankle. You're pressing equally through all four corners of your feet. Engage your core. As you press down into your feet, lift the torso up out of the pelvis. Exhale, bend through the front knee. Gaze is over the front middle finger here. What do you see for your future? What are you wanting to create in your reality? What is your dream? Or how about what's your number one desire right now? What's the one thing you really, truly need for your highest and best self to thrive in this life right now? What is that? Integrate that into your body right now. And how would it feel? Imagine yourself with this in your life. With you have accomplished this. Like this is a part of your reality now. This dream is no longer a dream, it's part of your reality. How do you feel? Do you feel excited? Do you feel euphoric? Do you feel successful? Do you feel abundant? Do you feel loved? Do you feel valuable? Do you feel whole?
What is it? Tap into the energy of that emotion right now. So the second part of us rewiring our body is we activate those emotions and those feelings of those dreams into the present moment of what it would feel like, what it does feel like to live that right now in the here and the now. Imagine money wasn't a thing. Imagine you no longer had any limitations. What does that feel like? Embody that now. Last cycle of breath here. Now lengthen through the front leg. Remember, keeping a soft bend in the front knee. Send the right hip back, left hand reaches forward, left hand towards the earth, right hand towards the sky, triangle pose. Really pressing through all four corners. Engage the core, the lower ribs, front lower ribs towards the spine. Lift the torso up out of the pelvis again. Really lengthen through the spine. Shoulder blades move down the back body. And choose where you want your gaze. Three more cycles of breath. Once that's complete, on an exhale, bend through the right knee. Bring your left forearm to your left thigh. Sweep your right arm above your right ear. Pressing into all four corners of the feet. Really lengthen the torso out of the pelvis and feel that long line from the back foot all the way through those fingertips, reaching above your head, playing with universal consciousness, universal intelligence, diving into the very fabric that we are all weaving together. 3 more cycles of breath. Once that's complete, on an inhale, sweep your arms parallel with the earth, and then windmill them back down either side of the front foot, pivot on the back foot, step back, downward facing dog. Take a nice deep inhale, exhale through the mouth. Inhale forward into plank. Exhale to lower the knees, then the chest all the way to the earth. This time, we're going to wrap our hands behind our back. Turn sideways so you can see. So we're going to wrap our hands together behind our back, press into all 10 of our toenails if you have 10 toes. Press into the feet, lift the knees off the earth. Like, see how my knees lift off the earth when I press into my toenails there? My legs are engaged. Inhale, roll the shoulders up and then down the back body, peeling the chest off the floor and pushing that palms away from you. The hands clasped together, push that away from you. 3 cycles of breath here. Once that's complete, release your hands, bring your left cheek to the floor. Allow your heels to open to the side. Take a nice deep inhale and exhale through the mouth. All right, we're gonna do that again. Inhale, bring your head back to center, clasp your hands behind your back, bring the opposite finger on top in the clasp this time. Engage your legs by pressing into your toenails. Inhale, roll the shoulders on the back, peel the chest off the floor, press the fist away from you. 3 cycles of breath. Core is engaged, you're really lengthening the torso out of the pelvis here. On your last exhale, bring the right cheek to the mat, the hands beside the torso, heels fall open to the side. And just rock your heels back and forth. So bring your heels in and then out. In and then out. In and then out. Bring your head back to center on an inhale. Place your hands beside your chest, beside your rib cage. Tuck your back toes under. Inhale, exhale, press your way back to downward facing dog. Inhale to look forward. Exhale to step to the front of your mat. Inhale to lift up halfway. Exhale to fold forward. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Place your hands on your hips and step your feet wide. Turn your toes out. Inhale, exhale, bend through your knees so you come into goddess pose. Your knees are not going over your ankles here, please. So keep your knees above your ankles or behind them. Inhale, arms to the sky. Nice open, like a Y or a celebration, like woohoo! Like feel this expansiveness in your chest and your heart. On an exhale, bend through the elbows. Bring your elbows to 90 degrees. And then press the back of your hands backwards. So here we are. We're pressing the hands back to open the chest, open the shoulders. 2 more cycles of breath like this. On your next inhale, lengthen the arms to the sky. Lengthen through the legs, keeping a gentle bend. Feeling this full star, feeling the celebration of your life, this honoring, this devotion to yourself and your practice, this time for self-care and self-love. How beautiful it is that you chose to do this for yourself. Exhale, bend through the elbows, bend through the knees. Inhale, lengthen it out. Full star. Exhale, goddess. Inhale, star. Exhale, goddess. Inhale, star. Exhale, goddess. Inhale, star. Now I want you to yell out, if you are able to, depending on where you are, something that you are proud of. Something that you're celebrating, that you have made it through this part of your week, that you got a new client, that you are putting out a workshop, that you what else could it be? Just that you showed up to your mat today. Woohoo! I showed up to my mat today. Woohoo! I'm making time for self-care. You know, however big or small it is, doesn't matter. Celebrate that success. Continue to celebrate these successes no matter how big or small. All right. Bring your hands to your hips. Walk your feet in and just shake out your arms. I know that can feel like a lot in the arms. Shake it out just because it's fun and playful. You know, animals do that. They, when they have a trauma or they're triggered or something comes up to them, they're scared or frightened or something happens to them, they just shake it off. You just see them, they just shake it off, and then it's like it never existed. They just allow the energy to pass through them and they just shake it out. So maybe that's something you can bring into your day, is just like shake your booty out. Shake, shake, shake your booty out. Just make it fun and playful. You know, it's so hard when we're going through really strong emotions to step into that childlike side of it and be like we did as a child. Like, remember being a kid and like whatever emotion you were going through, you were living that emotion. You were like, rah, or yeah, this is awesome. You know, whatever it may be, you like embodied that. So what happened to us embodying those emotions and allowing ourselves to move through them and not judging each other for that being the way that we move through them, right? Like, please continue to be your most authentic self. I think that's awesome. The more we stand and be that in ourselves, the more other people feel comfortable to rise to their highest self, to be their unique selves, no matter how weird, quote unquote weird, or not normal, or like whatever old words that were attached to all those things. You know, let's change this old paradigm. We're here right now on this earth to change this paradigm and create a new earth here. We're leaders of this new earth. So thank you so much for being here with us as we changed from these old ways of beings into embodying our true abilities and our authentic selves in nature. You're awesome. I love you. All right, let's finish off this class. A little bit of a tangent there. Oh, hilarious. Anyways, inhale, arms up. Exhale to fold forward. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale to step back, downward facing dog. Inhale. Exhale, lower your knees to the earth and then press your sit bones down onto your heels for child's pose. In this child's pose, your legs are side by side. Your knees are side by side. And I want you to either turn your palms to face the sky if your arms are out in front of you,
Or bring your arms beside your legs, beside your torso, and your forehead towards the earth. This will help soften and release the upper back and shoulders. Yeah, how good does it feel to get it out of the head and into the body and support it to move through us. Love it. On your next inhale, come up into a seated position. So you're now seated on your heels. Remember that breath practice that we did at the beginning of the practice? Or maybe if you're just jumping on now, this breath practice is breathing the breath down from the crown of the head. So inhale, draw the breath down through the central channel, down through the center line of the body, out the base of the spine. And as you exhale, draw it gently back up. When you inhale down, you soften that space between the genitals and the sit bones, the perineum area. Really soften and relax that space on the inhale, inhaling down and out. And as you exhale, just a gentle pull upwards, bringing the energy back up. Soften through the jaw. If this is too much in your knees, that's quite all right. Just come to a comfortable seated position, whatever feels comfortable for you, and step back into this breath practice. And we're going to do some humming and some horsey lips here to help release any other tension that's building up around the pelvis. All right, so the horsey lips are you press your lips together and blow. So you can either do horsey lips or you can just hum. Either way, it helps support, release tension in the pelvis, helps relax our jaw, and the two work together. So let's release them. Inhale. You get to choose which one is better for you. That one really makes my lips itch. Makes my lips super itchy, so. One more time, whatever one you're doing. And then move to one hip or the other. So sweep your hip to one side or the other, and then sweep the legs out in front of you. We're moving into Dandasana staff pose. So your feet are hip width apart and parallel again. Your feet are flexed. Just imagine your feet are standing on the floor right now. So your feet are engaged. Inhale, sweep the arms to the sky. Exhale, bring the shoulder blades down the back and tilt the pelvis forward until the pelvis naturally stops. So you get to a point in this hinge where the pelvis naturally stops on you. Bring your hands to the floor, shins or feet, wherever that may be in your body, and then reintegrate. Press into those sit bones, engage the core, lift the torso up to the pelvis, and exhale, see if you have a little bit more space to tilt forward. We're going to keep it active here for 4 cycles of breath. And we're creating this beautiful open long line all the way from our fingertips to the crown of our head, from our toes to the crown of our head. These beautiful receptive lines in the body, and these giving and receiving, this heat and cooling energy, this masculine and feminine, this positive and negative. No, we are made of these frequencies. We are made of these energies. This flow of energy is our innate ability. We were born this way. Let's allow these energies to move so freely and fluidly through our body. So when anything comes up, any emotions, old stories, traumas, anything like that, we're able to allow them to move through us, to continue on.
to learn from these experiences with love and compassion. On your next exhale, tuck the chin and round the heart forward. Now witness if this changed the sensation in your body, and send the breath to where you're feeling the sensation the most. Send the breath there and take a nice deep inhale, and then exhale in that area to help soften and release, help the energy move along, the tension to move along, the tightness, however you may perceive it. Inhale into that area, and exhale to release for a few more cycles of breath. Witnessing this bowing down to the heart as an honoring of our devotion to ourselves. On your next inhale, come back up. Place your hand underneath your right knee. Pick up your right knee and place the right foot into your left pant seam. Engage the left foot so the left foot is flexed. You're pressing through both sit bones on the earth. Both sit bones are landed here onto the rooting into the earth. Inhale, arms to the sky. Shoulder blades down the back body. Now pivot the torso over the extended leg. One more time, press into those sit bones as you engage the core. Lift the torso up. Exhale, tilt the torso forward again until the pelvis naturally stops itself. So see, that's where my pelvis naturally stops. Then I bring my hands down to the earth, foot, leg, wherever I reach. And I re-engaged. I connect to my foundation. I lift my torso up, my core is engaged. Exhale, there's a little bit more space there now for me. On your next exhale, tuck the chin, round the heart forward, fold forward. Send the breath into the sensation in the body. Wherever you're feeling the sensation the most, send the breath there. And exhale in that area to help soften and release. Inhale into that area. Exhale to soften and release. And this practice you can use for any moment throughout your day. You're feeling stress and tension show up in the body, send the breath there. Your breath is an amazing tool, this beautiful gift that we're born with. Use it to help you release and help get the energy moving. Wind is the great mover of energy. All right, now place your right hand on the outside of your left shin. You can use your left hand for a kickstand. So I come up onto the fingertips of my left hand. My left elbow is over top of my left wrist. Engage your core, lift the torso out of the pelvis, then exhale, twist your right ribs towards your left thigh. So same thing, lower ribs first, upper ribs, chest, shoulders, head, gaze last. 3 cycles of breath. Maybe a couple more. Feels good for me on this side, so I'm going to give us a couple more cycles of breath. On your next inhale, release that out. Bring your torso back up. Release that bent knee. Shake it out. Same thing, opposite side. Pick up this left knee. Place the left foot inside of the right pant seam. Right foot's engaged. Inhale, arms up. Shoulder blades down the back body. Turn the torso so it faces the long extended leg. Engage the core. Lift the torso up. Exhale, tilt the pelvis till it stops. Bring the hands to the floor, shins, thighs, feet, wherever you rest your hands is perfect for your body. We're keeping this length in the spine. So before we fold over, we're keeping this nice long length in the spine. There's no rounding yet. Keep it nice and lengthened. Engage your core. Tilt the pelvis a little bit more forward, whatever's available there for you in your body. Now exhale, tuck the chin, round the heart forward, fold forward. Send the breath where you feel the sensation the most. Exhale to soften and release. Inhale, send it in there.
Exhale gets the energy moving. Sometimes it feels really good to bring some toning in with it, to make some sighs of relief. Moving into the twist now. Place your right hand as a kickstand, right elbows over the top of the right wrist. Place your left hand on the outside of your right shin. Engage your core, press into your sit bones as you lift the torso, lengthen the spine. Exhale, bring the left ribs towards the right thigh. Shoulder blades glide down the back. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. Few more cycles of breath on this side. I honor you as you are right now. I honor this as part of your stepping stone along your journey of growth. For this moment is illuminating your consciousness, is reconnecting you with those forgotten pieces of your soul that are always with you. We just need to remember, and we're remembering every step of the journey, every day, connecting more and more with our truth and our most authentic selves. Way to go. Proud of you. On your next inhale, come on out, release the bent knee and shake it out. We're going to bring the soles of the feet together now and make sure you have enough space behind you to lie down. Pressing all four corners of the feet into the mat. Start with your hands behind your hips. Inhale. Exhale, press into your hands and tilt the pelvis forward. Again, till it naturally stops. See how there's this nice long length in my spine now, and I'm using my hands for support and torque. Once you have that integrity in the pose, you can either stay here with your hands behind your hips, or you can wrap your hands around your feet. Please keeping the length in your spine, no rounding yet. So press into all four corners of your feet, engage your core, lift the torso up the pelvis, nice long spine. Exhale, tilt the pelvis forward in the space you've created. Here for 3 cycles of breath. Once that's complete, tuck your chin, round your heart forward, make it passive. On your next inhale, bring your heart back up, your torso erect. Place your hands behind your back and walk your torso down onto the earth so you become reclined butterfly. If this is too much in the knees and the hips, you're always welcome to put blocks underneath your knees or blankets or whatever props you have at home. Three more cycles of breath here. Once that's complete, place your hands on the outside of your thighs and bring your knees back to center. And we're going to do figure 4 now. Inhale, lift your right foot to the sky. Place your right foot above your left knee. Option 1 is just to press your right thigh away from you. So this is what it looks like from this way. Okay. Maybe I can come on an angle so you can get, there we go. All right. Option 1 is just to press your right thigh away from you and your right foot is flexed, please. Option 2, you bring your left thigh in towards you and you wrap your hands behind your left thigh. Now both feet are flexed. Option 2 is you draw that left thigh towards you as you press your right elbow into your right thigh. Maybe try even spreading your toes. Send the breath where you're feeling the sensation. With each exhale, it softens and creates so much spaciousness, so much openness for you to move so freely in this beautiful human form. Two more cycles of breath here. Once those are complete, if your foot is up, please release the grip. Bring your left foot, to the earth. Unwind your right leg and put your right foot on the earth. Inhale, now lift the left foot to the sky. Left foot ankle goes above the right knee this time. Left foot is flexed. Option 1 is just to press the left thigh away from you. Option 2 is lift the right foot off the earth. Clasp the hands behind the thigh. Both feet are flexed. Option 3 is to draw that right thigh towards you as you press your left elbow into the left thigh. Two more cycles of breath on this side. You're sending breath into that area where you're feeling the sensation the most and exhaling to soften and release. Check in with the jaw here. Release the jaw as well. Once those cycles of breath are complete, release the thigh if your leg is up. Place that right foot on the earth and unwind the left leg. Now, wrap your arms around your shins and press your shins into your arms as you pull your arms into your shins. And this lengthens your back body along the earth. And just gently rock from left to right, right to left. Release that grip on your shins. Bring your arms out to airplane wings on the floor. Bring your knees to 90-degree bend and flex your feet. The inseams of your legs are all pressed together. The big toes are pressed together. Your heels are together. Inhale, engage your core. Exhale, slowly with control, lower your knees to the right. Bring your knees to the earth. Slowly with control. Option to bring your right hand on top of your left thigh and turn your gaze in the left direction. Every exhale, softening and melting into your mat. Release your tongue, release your jaw. Allow your eyes to sink back into their eye sockets. Two more cycles of breath. Once that's complete, if your hand's on your thigh, please bring it off. Bring your head back to center, engage your core, bring your knees back up. On your next exhale, core is engaged, lower your knees to the left, bringing them all the way to the earth, slowly with control. Option to bring the left thigh on top of the right, left hand on top of the right thigh, and turn your gaze to the right. Every exhale softens and releases. Every exhale, you're melting into the earth. Two more cycles of breath here. Once those 2 cycles of breath are complete, if your hand's on your thigh, release it. Bring your head back to center. Engage your core. Inhale, bring your knees back up. Sweep your arms around your shins again. Press your shins into your arms into your shins, and rock left to right, right to left. Rocking side to side. And then pause in the center. And we're going to move into happy baby. So spread your knees wide. Bring your arms on the inside of your thighs. Place your hands on the outside of your feet. So your soles of your feet are facing the sky. And you have your hands wrapped around the edges of the outside of your feet. Your knees are drawn to either side of your torso. And you're pressing your hands into your feet and your feet into your hands. Now we want to lengthen the spine. So press through the sit bones and through the crown of the head at the same time. So the spine lengthens onto the earth. The sacrum is planted onto the earth here. Happy baby. Option to gently rock from side to side. If you like that playful energy, tapping you back into being a baby. That freedom, that, you don't have any limitations then. It just feels like, I guess you can't feed yourself those kinds of things, but you don't think you have any limitations, right? You just say it how it is. You cry like you want to, and you be like you want to. You play like you want to. Just feeling it all out. Let's tap into that limitless ability that we are. Pause if you're rocking from side to side, and we're going to move into Shavasana. So now lengthen one leg nice and long on your mat, and the other leg nice and long on your mat. And you bring your heels wider than your hips, okay? Your heels are wider than your hips, and your toes fall out to the side. Now bring your arms out at least 30 degrees from your torso, but play with the distance away from your torso. Like, where does it feel most nurturing, relaxing to have your arms that distance away from your torso? And the palms face the sky. Now this is called corpse pose. It's the death before the rebirth. So it's where you're integrating your entire practice, the lessons from your experiences, as we move into the body. So we're weaving the very golden threads of our lessons, and we're releasing all that no longer serves us. So feel the gravity pulling what no longer serves you into the earth, offered back with love and devotion. Feel the earth energy pulling it down, down, down as you melt into the earth. Close your eyes if they aren't closed. Unfurrow your eyebrows, soften your forehead. Allow the lower jaw to fall away from the upper jaw. The eyes to sink back into their eye sockets. And release your tongue.
The universe took its time on you, crafted you to offer the world something different than everyone else. When you doubt how you were created, you doubt an energy greater than us both, irreplaceable. It's poems by Rupi Kaur. May you remember your limitless nature. May you remember your wholeness, how capable and able you are. May you remember how worthy you are, how valuable, how loved. Thank you for your courage to be uniquely you. You are a reflection of divine beauty. Reclaim your power. Shine in your uniqueness. Shine in the fact that you are like no other. And that is so amazing. Take a deep breath into your belly and exhale through the mouth. Take a deep breath into the belly, coming back into your body now. And exhale through your limbs, bringing movement into your fingers and your toes, maybe gently rocking your head from side to side. Taking deep inhale, coming back into your body and soul connected as one. Inhale, lengthen your arms above your body, giving your body a nice long stretch, waking up to this ever generous present moment where all opportunities exist. You remember when you're in the present moment, there are no limitations. There are only opportunities and your choices, your freedom of choice, your freedom to follow your authentic truth. And what's right for you in every single moment. On an exhale, bring your knees into your chest and roll over onto your favorite side. Pause here for a moment with Pachamama, Mama Gaia, Mother Earth, Shakti, Mother of many names. We do this healing for you. We do this healing for all our peoples, the two-legged, the four-legged, and the many-legged, the winged, the finned, the feathered, and the furred. Thank you for teaching us to walk more softly upon your belly. Thank you for teaching us how to live in Aini, right relationship with you in all our relations. Thank you, Mother who never left us, for teaching us to walk with your light, love, and honor, and that we too are creators. Thank you for the way you nurture and support us. We love you. Press into your hands and make your way up to a comfortable seated position and close your eyes. Place your hands together at heart center in prayer pose Anjali Mudra in front of your heart. Gently tuck your chin, bowing your forehead towards your fingertips, honoring this devotion to yourself. Honoring yourself as you are right now. Honoring this stage of your journey, for it is a part in your evolution and your growth. for you to get to know you that much better, for you to practice your authenticity, for you to speak your truth, for you to free yourself from all limitations. Thank you for this dedication to your work, to yourself, to the services that you offer our people in our community. Thank you for being the light that you are on this earth, the frequency that you're anchoring here on this earth to support in our health, in all of our people to thrive. Thank you. It is an honor to share this time and space with you. The light in me sees the light in you always. Shine bright, sweet ones, shine bright. Namaste. Thank you so much for being you. I know that might sound kind of weird and you're like, what does that even mean maybe? But we all have our own purpose here on this earth. There is no two people like us, and when we try to compare ourselves or judge ourselves to somebody else's life, then we're not living our own life. When we're judging ourselves because of the way we were told to do things in the past, rather than honoring the way we're meant to do things right now, because this is what feels right and true for us, that means we're not living our life. We want to choose what is right for us in every single moment. May you choose what is right for you in every single moment so you can live your best life. You know what is your best life. What you dream of and you desire. You are fully capable and able to empower yourself, to have that courage to step forward and take those actions that support you to live those dreams and desires now. Take action now. It doesn't have to be the whole big picture of it. It doesn't have to be all at once. Just take one step at a time. Do one thing right now that's going to support what you need right now in this moment. Because when we do that and we step into these moments of reflection of what do I need right now, then we can hear ourselves. We can hear our intuition. We begin to trust ourselves more. We begin to have this powerful ability to discern in every single moment with so much clarity and wisdom that we know exactly which path to take. We know what to choose because it's for our greatest good, and therefore the greatest good for all. May we all come from this place of living from our inside out and honoring ourselves. Yeah, so juicy, so delicious, so pleasurable, getting through that whole practice. My body just feels electric and alive, and I feel invigorated and so grateful and appreciated to share these experiences with you. And I want to share with you this weekend, I am holding a workshop called Put Yourself on the To-Do List. It's this Sunday, March 28th, and it's from 10 till 5, so it's a full day intensive. And it's all about letting go of those limiting beliefs, letting go of those traumas, those things that are holding you back from living your true self, from living your dreams and your desires and your reality right now. Like, what is making you not love your life? Let's get rid of that stuff. Let's cancel that stuff out. Those are limitations. Those are illusions of the mind. Those are past ways of thinking. So this workshop, we're going to teach you how to reprogram the mind and the body to work for you. And we're going to rewire it. And we're going to have lots of fun teachings and practices. We're going to do guided meditations and activations. And a guided drum journey, which I always love, so much fun. Take you on a journey. We're going to be doing movement practices and a yoga practice, doing more of that getting out of the mind and into the body. And then there's a fun little art project to do at the end to continue inspiring you and your success, and you get to bring that home with you, so you have that to reflect on, to see every day and inspire that success, inspire you to keep it on, that you got this, you got this. I also have one more spot left in my 8-week yoga series, and that is starting on Tuesday the 30th. It's at Strathcona Wellness Collective, and it is downtown Courtney. It is it's 10 in the morning to 11:15 every Tuesday, and it runs for 8 weeks. It's called the Accountability Series because with each class, I weave in a teaching to integrate into your body and then integrate into the rest of the week. So that whole week you're practicing that teaching, you're integrating the practices of non-judgment, for example. And then you come back the next Tuesday and that we start the class off talking about how that played out for you in your week, and we come together in circle and honor how that's showing up for us and the work that we're doing around that, and support each other to stay accountable in our practices. So yeah, one of the best things we can do for ourselves is find an accountability buddy. Who can you go to and talk to keep you accountable to staying true to these practices that support you to be your highest and best self? And what are those practices? Are those signing up for workshops that are going to take you to the next level? Are those going to yoga classes that really support you to stay connected with your higher self? Maybe it's going for walks in nature. Maybe it's having a phone call with that accountability buddy every week. Maybe it's spending time in the ocean or going running or whatever it is for you. It could be different every day. But may you practice these moments of devotion, these times for self-care, and put yourself on the to-do list. Write yourself in there. Just pick a time and say me. Maybe even put like a little reminder on your phone. That's one of my favorite things to do, is like, especially at 3 o'clock when I start to feel a lot more low energy. At that time, I have a reminder being like, yo, you're a magnetic being. You're freaking awesome, you know? So even things like that where you check in, you remind yourself, I'm fucking awesome. Ooh, pardon me, am I allowed to swear on Facebook? Oh. Anyways, replay. I look forward to seeing you on the replay and seeing you in person and seeing you at the workshops or in the classes or on the street. You know, I have continued free content on all of my platforms. Facebook, Love Force Rising or Kelsey Dawn, Instagram, love.force.rising. I have a YouTube channel where I try to put out weekly free content that has lots of teachings and practices in there, as well as guided meditations. So even if you don't come to the workshop, even if you don't come to my yoga class, or you didn't get to catch me through this even, I have those resources out there to support you, to get you through whatever you're going through that makes it feels like, you know, you aren't your best self. I want to help you eliminating that idea that you aren't the best ever, because you are. Okay, yeah. I'm going on a bit of a tangent here now. So maybe that's time for us to close, and I'll see you sometime soon. I'll see you next time. I love you all so much. Keep on being you, and just keep on, you know, don't give up, never give up, just keep pushing forward, trying new things. You'll find the things that are right for you. You'll find the things that really light you up and excite you. Keep trying. You got this. We all got this, and I'm here to support you with so much love, so much unconditional love. I am definitely an unconditional love being. Love beaming, love beaming, love beaming.